Hi everybody, welcome to Unit 2 on motivation. Something that if we're going to be effective as officers or working within the fire service, we have to know what makes people want to do things. And that's all part of the three C's of management, of control, competence, and climate, work climate, the climate around where people work. Well, there's a number of social scientists, as we're going to find out in the readings, that have studied this because, we all want to know, why do people want to do something for some organizations and maybe not do it for another? And so the first one we look at is Motivation by Gibson and a bunch of other people. And it's an attempt to use non-coercive types of influence to motivate individuals to accomplish some goal. In other words, how do we get people to do something that we want them to do, but we're not going to be punitive about it? We're not going to be carrying the big stick. And so that's what Gibson and a group of social scientists said that is what motivation is, to try and understand that. Well, probably the most basic social scientist that goes back, and I can't remember when, but I remember early in my career and early in my studies, was Maslow and Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And that theory, which I think is pretty well accepted, is that it's like a triangle, and if we don't satisfy the bottom level, then the next level won't be met, and then therefore the next and the next and the next. And the very bottom one is food and shelter, being able to feel safe and have a place to live and know you're going to have food. And we know many people don't. And then it goes all the way up to being looking after our self-esteem and status, which a lot of people within the fire service get some reward out of. We also look at Broom's expectancy to the firefighters in the station. And that's the formula of P1 equals, or motivation equals P1 times P2 times rewards. And P1 is the probability of success. If I'm an individual, why would I do something if I don't think I'm going to be successful? So what's my probability that I am going to be successful? And then, if I am going to be successful, what kind of reward? Do I have a pretty good chance of getting a reward? And then, what is the reward? And that reward could be salary, it could be bonuses, it could be uniforms, it could be special distinction. There's a number, but that theory is quite sort of logical in its application within the fire service. Then we have a variation with that, that Locke goal theory, and he said that people are activated to a goal, a little boredom, and it's a natural motivation to be coming towards a goal. And if we don't, we'll be bored. So we need something to try and strive for. And then we have the Adams and Holman's equity theory, which is the fairness ratio of reward, which is the salary, status, and privileges, to investment, which education, hours work, project success, etc. Okay, what have I just said? Well, I've got to know that if I put effort in, whether it's longer hours or whether going to school, like taking this course, or something else, such as working harder than others, whatever, that I'm going to get rewarded in the way of recognition or salary or privileges or status. And otherwise, I'm not going to want to go and do it. So what we've now done is we've looked at a number of social scientists and their theories of motivation, and try to use that as a backdrop to motivation within the fire service. And it's, I think, a good reality to try and increase our effectiveness of how to work with others to accomplish the goals of the organization, our fire department. Thank you very much. See you next time.